Hi, it's me, Spat, and I am building a mutant vehicle for Africa Burn, and I thought I would document it in as low an effort way as possible, so don't expect amazing videos or anything, but yeah. So what am I building? I am building a mutant vehicle called Shellraiser, and Shellraiser is going to be a giant tortoise. It's something I've wanted to do for a while, have a mutant vehicle. I have no skills in mechanical skills, fixing mutant vehicles or whatever. Don't know how to weld, don't know how to do anything. So I've been working on that, learning it. I've been working on it for a few days already, about 4 days so far. And I've only just decided to start documenting now. But let's show you what I've got so far. So this is the buggy base that I'm using for Shellraiser. I got it relatively cheaply and then discovered that it needed a bunch of work, so it wasn't all that cheap. But yeah, the buggy runs and everything. I didn't want to get a nice pristine buggy and bastardize it and upset all the people that love Beetles and buggies. What have I done to the actual buggy? Not much. I did cut off the windscreen because it kind of obstructed my eye line. That's all I've done to the buggy itself, is cut off the windscreen. What have I done so far, metalworking wise? Well, here we go. I have created an outside frame for the bottom of the tortoise shell. Yeah, it consists of, in the front, 2 45-degree bits on it that are welded together, and along the sides, this is built out of tube steel, 2mm 39 by 19 tube steel, the whole frame. On the sides, it's got one long tube, and then around the back I've got 3 facets that join at 30 degrees to give the back a bit more of a rounded feel. This has taken 4 days to get this far. Oh yeah, down the sides here I've got some a piece of angle here welded to the tube so that it gives some strength, and then bolted to that underneath is another piece of angle. It's going to give strength, but it's also going to give the place where it mounts to the buggy. To set the height, starting height, and I've welded these little temporary stands onto the frame just to get it right. And on the buggy itself, you see these running things, they're quite strong. I took those off the other day and then added a piece of angle there. And I'm going to bolt another piece of angle on that. And I'll get to that later. That's my job for today. What have I found? Well, welding is a lot harder than it looks. I've had no training, so that's what you'd expect. And I've got I'm not good at it, but let me show you what I've done to compensate. I have a theory that says if you can't weld well, weld more. So where this could have been just a faceted join, it is a faceted join, a miter join. It's, I added a little piece on the top and a little piece on the inside just to give good strength. Nobody's going to be looking at the quality of the welding. I hope. Oh, if they can. They can. They shouldn't judge me on it. So what am I going to do today? Today I'm going to put in the pieces that connect between the frame, which is now loose, and those bits of angle that are welded onto the running boards of the buggy. And that's going to be the main support system for Shellraiser. So today I'm going to cut some angle, bolt it to those pieces as the base, then figure out uprights. Hello, it's a day later than last time you saw me. Yesterday I did some stuff and then realized I couldn't weld, so because my welding helmet had stopped working. But I've borrowed a welding helmet today, so I can carry on. Let's show you what we did manage to do quickly. So yesterday we attached these pieces of angle here to the pieces that were welded onto the buggy's little running thingies there. They're bolted on. So we did one on this side, and then we did one on this side. And then, once I'd done that, I tried to position the frame equally around the buggy and in the right place for it. Something here yesterday I brought my wife to see, and she pointed something out almost instantly. So I'm going to show you this. It's a mistake I made. Yeah, fun. Okay, so what's happening is you don't see it brilliant in the video, but it's skew. This is rounder than this piece here. And the reason is because I can't weld. And I'm making everything up as I go along. So this angle here is too deep. And this angle here is like way too shallow. This should be about 15 degrees, but it's actually more like almost 0. So there's a kink in the back of Shellraiser's shell, but don't know if I'm going to fix it because it'll put me back days and I'm running out of time. So yeah, what are we going to do today? Well, you see I've got these spacers here on this side as well. Tack all of those in place quickly so that they don't move, and then we need to connect the outside frame, this bit that goes around the outside, to those pieces, those pieces that we put in yesterday. This is the main mounting for it. There will be some other mounting things, but this is the main one. What we're going to do is we're going to get a piece of angle like this one here, and we've got to get it to attach there and underneath here, like so. Now, the problem is that these pieces on the side here and this, they're not parallel. So working out the angles that you need to cut the ends of this piece of angle at so that it fits nicely and gets good spots to weld, it's going to be tough to figure out. And then secondly, it's got to be done 4 times because this gap on this side is not the same as that gap on that side, because this is not the same angle, this isn't exactly straight. So yes, fun times today. I'm going to be here as long as I can, and I'm going to hopefully get 4 pieces in there that secure the frame to the buggy. Right, I'm not sure exactly how much of that I managed to capture on the time lapse, but it was less about measuring and more about like feel and cut a little bit off and cut a little bit more off and then check and then cut a little bit more off. And I got it quite close now. So that's the one angle. That one goes down there. And this is the other angle that I've gotten from up here. So it fits. Huh? So there are little marks on it. It fits. I realized it was moving the whole time. It fits relatively well like that. It's quite solid. I can feel it. I've got a place to weld. There's a small gap there, but that's okay. It's solid. And yeah. Now what I'm going to do is hook up the welder and see if I can tack it in place. So let's see how that goes. Right, again, I'm not sure how much of that you caught in the time lapse, but it's 40 minutes later and I didn't manage to weld it. It was too hard to hold the piece in place and weld at the same time. I thought I might be able to do it, and I thought, well, let's try some clamps. So then I had to actually tack those things on, those spacers on, so that I could get the clamps back. And then, difficult to clamp, didn't know how to clamp it because it's at angles. You can't really clamp things at angles. So let's see if I can get in there. What I've got is a piece of metal, which is this piece here, just clamped to the frame, and then another piece, this piece there. And what that's doing is just holding that in place a little bit. So I can make a small adjustment here, small adjustment while I'm welding it in place. Don't need to weight the whole thing down. So, oh, that went upside down for a bit, didn't it? Okay, so back to time lapse. Let's try welding it. Right, managed to get one of these supports in place now. It's just tack welded there, but I mean, when I say tack welded, I mean it's a messy tack weld, but it's not welded in place completely. I'm gonna have to, when I've got all the four of them in place, I'm gonna have to undo those bolts there, take the frame off, which is not going to be possible now that I'm looking at it. Not going. Oh, okay. No, it will be possible to shift forward. Okay, good. Anyway, you learn while you go. As we're seeing, yeah, spot welded in place. Very happy. Now it's time for lunch. Can of Rhodes vegetable stew. Yum. Okay, cool. I'll see you after lunch. Bye. So we've got the second one in place now, tack welded together. It's very strongly in there. It's not going to fall apart when I take everything out to weld it up properly. The first one here took me from about 9:45 until about 1:15. So what's that, about 3.5 hours? That one took me about an hour. So yeah, figured it out, and now I'm just going to do the two on the side. Get back to you when that's done. It's 5 o'clock, and how did we do today? Well, we got these bits tacked in on both sides, which not as far as I'd like to have gotten, but not bad.